So I bought this little book to draw boxes. That's all I did. I drew a box on it. So that's all I'm going to do is, it just turns out that I need to draw a bunch of boxes. And it's so weird that I don't know how to do this stuff, seeing as how I drew for most of my life. But anyway, so yeah. And I come here and I just, when I come here, I just draw a bunch of lines using my shoulder. I tried to use my shoulder here. Get my line quality a little better. But yeah, this is gonna get pretty gnarly looking eventually. Just doing some of this dynamic drawing exercises, stuff from Peter Hahn or a place called drawabox.com. That's a pretty good resource. So just trying to stick with the boxes in perspective, keeping them in perspective. Try to draw some ribbons. Circle practice. Here I'm trying to do something. I didn't know how to do this. All in perspective. Here's where I try to combine. I was really trying to combine, excuse me, really trying to combine these forms together, and like really having a hard time. Here's probably the best one in this page. But basically you take say you want to make a take a circle or a sphere, take a chunk out of it, out of this corner here. You pick inside this section here, you take a line, and then you okay, this plane here is like this, and you just kind of cut that out of there, and this plane is like this, and you cut it out of there. And it's supposed to take a chunk out of the box there. It sort of works. I think that's a very small sphere. Anyway, lot to learn. Here I was doing some more. These look better. So you just basically take this plane and draw the sphere inside that sphere, and then you go like this, and then you ends up taking a chunk out of it like that, and that looks right. But yeah, trying different methods here. Did not anticipate this to be this so hard. Here I'm just practicing turning, rotating, 3D, going down. And you take all these different angles and just do the same thing, just keep going down. And yeah, it's not that easy. And then I did it again, a little bit more successful. I'm just trying to do a 3-box method for figures, and this is just top of my mind. Here again, straight ahead, trying to do some active. This looks ridiculous, it's like a frog. Here I'm looking at reference material, so models I found online and in different poses, and just try to make boxes out of the reference. Just crouching, sitting, some kind of dance or jump. Here's like a fighting stance. And just trying to find where the angles of these different, especially in here, it's not that easy. But I feel like once I found it, it made sense. And I think it's going to help me drawing my own figures from my imagination. Here's some more. Here I just left out. I just try to find the 3 boxes: the head, the torso, and the pelvis. Here I'm just going to draw this exercise. This is just, I gotta think of art as being, or is it like a practice, just keep drawing. Even these little practices, it's kind of nice to have these little practices. And you don't really wonder what you want to draw or have to worry about that for now. I mean, I have things I want to draw, like comics and figures, like you know, if somebody said to me, draw Spider-Man for me, or the Hulk or something like that, you know, right now I have a hard time doing it without some kind of reference and just copying comic book artist. Or of course I have my comic artists that I'm inspired by, and have them in my mind as inspiration, but I don't want to have to reference them all the time, and then I want to mix them all together a little bit and make my own thing. I don't know why this gives me so much problems. It's like, makes you think about camera angles and all kinds of stuff. Never get it right the first time. I feel like that's too low. Cat snoring. Cat snores really loud. I have the loudest snoring cat in the world. All right, this is getting better as I go, but still so much to do, so much to learn. All right, thanks for drawing boxes.